Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. When we last left off, we had off our gargoyles and rang the first bell, sorry, getting ahead of myself here. And there's a few things we need to do before we can go and get the second, especially since we don't have the master key. The first off is going through the depths, but in order to get to the depths we need to go through what is called Lower Undead Burg, and there are a few other things I can do as well, but I'll get to them later and see how things go with the Lower Undead Burg section first. I've also recorded something a little extra, which outlines a neat little trick if you haven't got a master key to open up a shortcut around Blighttown. I'm not going to be using it to go through Blighttown myself. I'm going to be going from top to bottom, but it can just make it a bit easier for you if you haven't got the master key of the character and you don't really feel like going through all the way through Blighttown. But anyway, that's for the future, and this is for the now. No time like the present. Okay, they're not following me. Good. Good, good, good. Lower Undead Burg itself is a pretty sparse area. It's not very big, but its boss is infamous, shall we say, for a few reasons. Mainly just the start of it, and his little buddies, of course, as well. Little canine buddies that everybody loves. Absolutely everybody, without fail. Probably more famous than the boss himself.
Somebody! Please let me out of here. Somebody! Anybody! Help me! Unlock the door! Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
And this is what you get a residence key for. Even if you have the master key, you need a residence key. This is Griggs. And this is the sorcerer set. Nice. Free catalyst. Don't waste your money on recurts. Unless you're really, really desperate for a catalyst.
Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I'm saved. I thought I might never escape. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I am much obliged for your assistance. Thanks to you, I may now resume my travels.
Now, how the hell he got locked in here, I haven't got the foggiest idea, but, he's there and we've released him. And now, he is, like Rickert, somebody else who will sell you sorceries. Some quite good ones as well, to be honest. I might pick up some of his myself. And here's where we're introduced to the annoying asshole torch hollows. You might wonder why I'm being very careful with these guys. And did you see that very frantic attack the one at behind did? That's exactly why I'm being so cautious here. That one attack is pretty much it starts up instantly. There's no wind up. It hits you multiple times. It doesn't give a shit about poise, and can very easily kill you. Thankfully, they're being generous, and I am spared their horrible slaughter. But yeah, do not underestimate those guys. They are nasty bastards on occasion. Suddenly my frame rate is tanked for some reason. I wonder why that could be. Righty. So Lower Undead Burg is, well, it's not unoccupied. There are a few dudes around of the murderous and brigandish variety, and this area is not as quiet as it seems, not as isolated as it seems. But there are a few ways around this. Cheesy, but amusing at the same. You just think that hiding behind the door is like, wait till he comes round the corner, we're going to open them and completely surprise them. Oh god, there's fire coming through the door! And let's let this guy out so we can actually see what we're up against. Anytime you're ready. Oh! Suddenly just came into view. Hollow thieves and brigands. Very nasty backstabs, very nasty parries, attacking groups, have bleed. but can't take many hits. So just be careful. Just like everything in Dark Souls, really. Just be careful and don't get too far ahead of yourself, I guess. Wouldn't you believe it? This is the last little bit before we actually get to the boss. But this bit is also, in itself, very nasty. Well, that totally whiffed. Not very proud of that. But 2-for-1 deal. Nice. There should be one other dog. Might just come dashing around the corner to gnaw at my leg some point. Oh, there he is. He's just like, wait, something's happening. I want to join in. There you go. I hope it was everything you wanted. And there's the thief set. Anything else? No, not really. Right. There is one thing I want to do before I actually go and fight the boss, because this boss can very easily kill you pretty much as soon as you come in through the door, as anybody who has played for this game first time round will attest. So I think it's in my best interest, and in the interests of you if you're playing yourself, to actually go and open up a shortcut down this way, which leads directly to Firelink. And it's also very handy if you want to go from Firelink to the depths. Can you tell what it is? Yes, it's down this path again. And as you can see, there's someone here. Good evening.
You still have your senses about you. Then why won't you buy some of my moss? I need your souls.
Right then. The moss she sells is generally for Blighttown, especially the blooming purple moss clump, as there are some very notorious toxic snipers there. You can either get some here, or you can farm some off the forest people in the Darkroot garden. Oh, and she also sells purging stones, which are very useful as well, as I mentioned before. Now, I'm not sure if... I don't think I mentioned this before, but the reason souls is the currency here, and every merchant is pretty much after souls, especially the undead merchants, it's linked to demon souls in a way, in the sense that they have the same purpose. Having souls stops you going insane. In this case, it stops you going hollow. The more you lose your souls, i.e. the more you die, the more likely you are to go hollow. And the more souls you have, of course, the stronger you get.
We have water, moss, moisture, these nice iron bars. I like it here, I really do. Nothing good ever happened to me in life, but now that I'm undead, I've never been happier.
Gee, I imagine this person would get along quite well with Rickard if either of them ever moved from their cells.
You've come to this land at a bad time. There are nothing but hollows in these parts, save for me, of course. You're undead too, aren't you? You be careful then.
Indeed.
Go down along the side to reach the depths of the Undead Burg. Only unkempt crooks and liars to be found there. Hardly a place for a lady like myself. But who knows? Maybe you'd fit right in.
Oh, how very nice of you. Say, did you want my souls, Somehow I feel slightly disinclined to giving you any now. It's just repeating dialogue. But yeah, she's alright. She can sell quite a few good arrows as well. Let's see. Fire arrows, self-explanatory. Poison, very likewise. And some bolts and stuff. So she's not too bad.
What a humdrum lass.
Put a sock in it. So I'm going to go open the shortcut, and then when we come back, I'm going to be at the boss door, going for the boss. The thing about the boss here, the Cabra Demon, is that the start kind of is the hardest part of it. You have to really like rush to the end of the boss room and then clear the ads, and then the fight itself is pretty straightforward. But well, you'll see when we actually go through it. So I'll see you in a moment. So, attempt number 1. Let's see how well this goes. Well, there we go. That's actually a better start than I could have expected. So now the fight becomes very different. You're no longer bum rushed by 3 different things at once, which is why it can be very easy to get killed in the first like 5 seconds. Now, it's just this guy, who has some very telegraphed attacks. And I can stagger him, eh? This is news. Oop. So yeah, as I said, generally a good idea not to get hit in the face as well. The hardest part is the start, because you're bum rushed by 3 different things at once. It gets a lot simpler once he's gone. And there we go. Access to the depths. Yippee! So yeah, just a bit of preparation and planning, and you can succeed quite easily. That actually went a lot better than I thought it would. So when we come back, we'll either be doing the first bit of the depths, or going around Darkroot Garden. I'll see to that in a moment, so until then, I'll see you in the next part.